Hey guys, I've been hinting on Facebook that I bought a rather pricey fan lately, and encouraged people to guess what it was, and nobody guessed even remotely correct. So this is it. This is a Fanimation Palisades from a long time ago, and I'm not exactly sure of how old it is, but it predates the late 90s because, as you can see, it was made in California. It's a California phone number. And by the time that I learned of Fanimation and got their catalogs and such, they were already in Indiana. So I'm sure Tom could give me the exact date range of this. But it could be either mid to late 80s or early 90s. And it's not a lot different than the current one. The down rod is basically the same. The centerpiece here is basically the same. The motors are basically the same. The only real difference is the way the blades mount. And these blades are a lot smaller than the current Palisades, but I'm told Fanimation still makes blades of this size. So maybe it's just an option. But this is the version that I saw as a kid. I've talked before about how my uncle in St. Paul used to take me to Dan's Fan City on Snelling, which is now Great Fans. And the first time I ever saw a Fanimation product, it was not my first visit there. It was a visit there that had to have been late 80s or early 90s. They had one of these hanging up. And it was this exact version, polished brass, with these blades and this mounting. And I stood under it and was really impressed at how much air it moved going so slowly. I also was impressed at how big the down rod was, and they had it mounted above the drop ceiling and just had a hole cut in the ceiling that the down rod went through. And I actually remember that vividly. So let's give it a shot. I haven't done anything to it. The bearings are kind of worn, and so they could probably use to be replaced or at least oiled or WD-40'd or something, but I haven't done any of that yet. Just want to see how it does straight out of the box. And got all the various test and control equipment here. Did not come with a control, so I don't know how it would have originally if it just would have been one speed. So let's start. 1 microfarad, 0.04. 2 microfarads, 0.09. Keep cycling through it until start to see a little bit of movement there. That's 4 microfarads, 0.2, but it's clearly not enough to get it all the way around. 5 microfarads, 0.25. 6 microfarads, 0.3. 7 microfarads, 0.35. 8 microfarads, 0.39. Is that going to make it? Maybe. Although it'd probably perform a lot better if you start on high. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to bump it up to high, which is 1.83, and then drop it back to the 8 microfarads, which is the 0.35. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. It still kind of struggles. 9.44. 10.49. 11.48. 12.52. 13.56. Not a whole lot of variation here. 14.60. Those blades is doing something. 15.65. 16.69. 18.73, 18.77. Now I want to drop it back from the 18 to the 8 and see if there's a big difference. Yeah, there is. Didn't seem like there was, but there definitely is. I want to see if there's a big difference between the 18 and the high. Yep, there certainly is. Well, this blade must be loose on the bracket. Okay. 19.80. 20.84. So weird that it's doing that.
Yeah, it's just shifting back and forth.
Yeah. I checked all the screws were tight. 21.88. 22.92. 23.95. 24.98. 25. 1 on the nose. Now the control that came with the newer Palisades had a 25 microfarad capacitor. It was just a 2-speed control, high, low, and off. And the low was this. Let's compare to high. Still a big difference. So that actually, that control would work well with this as well. 26, 1.05, 27, 1.07, 28, 1.1, 29, 1.3, 30, 1.15, 31, 1.15, 32, 1.18, 33, 1.2, 34, 1.22, 5, 1.24, 36, 1.26, 37, 1.28, 38, 1.3, 39, 1.32, 40, 1.34. Let's take a look between the difference between 40 and high. Still a noticeable difference. 40, 30, 20, and 10. So you could actually do a viable 5-speed control with this. There's your low. 10, 20 for medium low. Although you could just skip that low speed entirely and start here. This would be your low. 30 for medium. 40 for medium high. And then high. Actually, I think you could skip the 40 too. I think that if you had high, I'm trying to do the math in my head, 30, right? Nope, I hit the wrong thing. High. Oh, but still 40. Okay, starting over. High. 30. 20. I think that's a good range. What do you think, Andy?
It looks good to me.
Yeah, it's all kind of blends together, doesn't it?
Yep.
I'm gonna put it on high and walk around a bit. You got any comments on it yet?
Oh, it's neat. I've seen them used in, spaces where they have kind of a long, high vaulted ceiling. Sometimes they put a row of them.
Yeah, like nose to nose.
Yeah.
That looks very cool. You ever seen one like this as opposed to the current version before?
I wouldn't know. I didn't know there were
Yeah.
multiple versions.
I was very confused because I saw it as a kid and then I didn't see it again until they came out, until I saw the current version, and I thought I must have just been remembering it wrong. Until somebody on, I think, the Facebook group was talking about the 3-blade versus the 4-blade, and I was like, oh yeah, the one I saw as a kid was 3-blade. And then somebody posted a picture and I'm like, yep, that's the one I remember. So that explained my confusion. See if I can make my way around here. I have all the mounting stuff for it, but it's the same as the current ones. They haven't changed that in decades, so that's pretty cool. It's always cool when stuff doesn't change. Do spin down, as such as we'll call it, or stopping abruptly, more accurately. On one, oh, I'm trying to, it's not focusing. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops! Forgot I still had the decade capacitor in there. So let's try again. 1, 2, 3. I see what you're talking about. It's lifting up and going back down. No, do I still have the decade? Yeah, I still got the capacitor. That's 2 tries now. I thought I failed at stopping it.
Blooper reel.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Yes, that's much more like what we were used to seeing.
I was like, wow, they
the bearings loosen up that much? No.
Yeah. It's the wind resistance. So I'm like, okay, well, we've created some sort of area void of atmosphere. Okay, so let's move over to the solid state control. We're at 0.2 so far.
Only this one's going.
I wonder if that was just wind and not actually from the control. Because it doesn't seem to be doing anything else as I inch it up.
There goes that one.
And that's buzzy, so that probably is from the...
There we go.
We're up to 0.34 now. They're quite loud on the solid state control. Eighth of the turn, 0.83. Eighth of the turn, 1.18. Eighth of the turn, 1.5. And then all the way. Yeah, that's fuzzy as all get out. I'm not.
Does not like the solid state.
No. Part of it is I hear the palm leaves buzzing. So. Okay. Well, this is a cool enough fan that I'd like to do something else, but I can't think of anything else in the video to do. You got any ideas, Andy? Anything else that you think people might want to see? I think I tried to get it from this angle. There's just not a lot of room in here.
Yeah.
I wonder what finishes these were originally offered in, because the only finishes I've ever seen in this version were polished brass.
Nope, I cannot get my angle wide enough from here.
You got a little bit more room on this side. You tried over there before, didn't you?
Yep.
Were you able to get it wide enough on that side?
Not quite, I don't think. Close, though.
My only problem is the glare from the window.
Yeah, from this end it's pretty bad.
Yeah. 20. That's full. I keep thinking they're going to hit you in the head, but they're not hitting you in the head. Okay, I've probably gotten about all the footage that I can out of this. Are you more footage yet to get?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, well guys, thanks for watching, and I will, if I hang this anywhere else, be it at my house or Fanimation, I'll do another video.